Excuse me. Sneezing today. All right, let me get my stream set up here. Let's go alert the Discord. Oh, and then I gotta go do my ads thing. Oh, goodness sakes. Twitch. Why are you just terrible? Okay, that is finally set up. There we go. That's good to go. Okay. What's left? Okay, I think we're set up. Blip. There we go. New Jank, right on time. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I really did want to make the sword affect the grass, kind of like how the player does. And I know there's a way I could do it. It's just, you know, how much work is it going to be? How is it? It's pretty good. So yesterday I didn't stream. I wasn't actually planning on not streaming, but then I decided to do some random like JavaScript learning because I want to make sure I'm staying on top of that. And I could have streamed that, but I was really just messing around and still learned something, got something done. So, and I've got some ideas for how I'm going to kind of accelerate my JS and TypeScript and all that learning, plus React and all that. Got some projects in mind that I can do potentially on stream, although some of them I'm not entirely sure if I'll do on stream. Most of my learning for that stuff has been off stream, but what I want to do is put together some projects in that. Just make sure I'm getting stuff done every day. Even if I don't stream like yesterday, I was still doing something as far as learning. And I'm probably going to settle on, instead of streaming every single day like I have or had for like 7 months at the beginning of this year, I'll probably do a little more realistic, 5-6 days a week, something like that. It's kind of itching to do some JS stuff a few weeks ago. Dude. Yeah. So I've been kind of jumping in and then jumping out on multiple different projects. I keep restarting projects because I realize I messed something up early on, which is all just part of the learning process. That's how I do it. I just fail a bunch. I mean, that's how everyone does it. You just fail a bunch and then you realize you should have done it a better way. But it's been fun. So if you're doing any JS stuff, clue me in on it. Tell me about it. You probably know way more than me, so I might be asking you questions, but mess around with my custom 3D engine again. Yeah. That would be cool. In fact, I was doing... I literally did this yesterday just to test some stuff out. Because I was like, all right, if I just have a regular index HTML and then just a JS file that I just pull in regular. At first I was doing some stuff like, okay, how do I get the input and just change a variable? Just basic JS of like, where is it? Whoops. Yeah, like right here, grab name, age, blah, 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 show a certain message, just like seeing how it is. What is it on? 550? Let me pull it up. Or 5,500? Yes. Literally just like name, age, submit, blip, literally just that. Like, okay, let me mess around with some stuff in browser to see what I can do. Because I was doing React stuff, and I was like, okay, how does that translate to just updating with regular JS? And then I was like, okay, I could also do some stuff where I like do some not game engine, but game-like mechanics. And I was realizing, okay, it's actually just not that hard to do some of this stuff. And I was thinking, I almost want to make a little JS browser game. I think that would be fun. But we'll see. I mean, I want to work on a real project. Like a kind of boring project, like the type you would do if you were just a React developer, you know, something like that. Make up a project that has deliverables and like do everything from front end to the database side of things, that type of stuff. So that's kind of my plan with JS, is to make it as like, I don't know, treat it almost like school and a job at the same time. And it's not like hard for me to learn JavaScript. It's just I haven't done it in forever. And I just got to literally relearn how they specifically do things. Love messing with JS. JS is such a flexible language. It's just a lot of fun just sketching. Yeah. No, I think I'm having some fun with it. And then on the React side of things, I'm using Vite. Vite is really nice. Just a quick, easy React setup. Then I was using Firebase, but now I'm almost wondering if I should just do my own like database, local database, and learn how to do like either a MySQL or I don't know, just some sort of SQL database, and just learn how to do that stuff. So I can just have it on a local computer, and then maybe just do a bunch of like little micro apps too. I think that would be fun. I got an ad coming up in 3 minutes. Just a heads up. But I've been seeing a bunch of tweets by that Levels.io guy. You probably heard of him, I assume. And just, I like his idea of making like 400 apps. Just tiny little apps, and just seeing if one of them does okay, you know. MongoJS is dead simple to implement into a project. Ooh, okay. MongoJS, okay. Module for MongoDB that emulates the API as much as possible, wraps MongoDB native. So does this actually run a MongoDB database then? Because it says it emulates, or that emulates the API. That would be fun to learn then. I do have one project in mind that I would use at my job. And I think other people would use too, because the way I want to set it up is kind of customizable to other jobs. And it's just like a little AI app that just plugs into either OpenAI or something, some API. I'm going to have to learn how to set that up, but I don't think it's that hard. And then, yeah. You have to set up the MongoDB database, but it's really pretty simple to do too. Okay. Let me make a note. Okay. I'll have to check that out then. Got a YouTube link.
Alright then, gang, so now we've...
Ooh, Net Ninja, nice. Ad is starting soon, or it's already going, one or the other.
figured out how to use templates and middleware. I want to go one step further and introduce a database to the mix as well, so we can store data in that, and then we can get that data and inject it into our views when we need to. So when we're working with databases, there's a couple of main types we typically choose from. The first type is a SQL database like MySQL, and the second type is a NoSQL database, and both of those...
So NoSQL would be like Firebase then, right? Because Firebase or Firestore, I don't know if it would be the regular database of Firebase. But because I remember Firebase has collections and documents, so it's different from this, right? Yeah.
Data differently. So SQL databases use tables, rows, and columns to store records of data, and NoSQL databases instead make use of collections and documents. Now, the one that we'll be using is
What's
called
the difference?
MongoDB, and
Well, Firebase is NoSQL. Okay. I don't know what the difference between collections, tables, and rows is, but I mean, I assume tables, row this is basically just Excel, right? In my mind, at least. Collections and documents, I remember what that looks like. But yeah. Anyway, I'll learn it at some point here. How the data is stored and how you query it. Okay. Abe, what's up in the YouTube chat? NoSQL equals JSON document. Is that pretty much what it is? NoSQL feels more like using a dictionary and code. Yeah. Okay. SQL is more of a spreadsheet. Yeah. Okay, what should I work on today? I could do Blender stuff. Could come up with some enemies. Yeah, I could do some enemy kind of concept work, or I could just start making an enemy and just see where it goes in Blender. Or I could do some wind stuff. Background music, true. Except for the problem is I can't do any music on stream because I still don't know how to set that up correctly. It's really annoying to set it up. But Abe says, Crazy World you built looks so awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been putting in a lot of work on the visuals recently. A lot of work. Shaders, like the outline shader adds a ton. Just adding those lines to things, like these rocks, rock faces, these cliffs, and on the character too. The grass, especially the wind on the grass, adds a ton. The clouds I just love. It adds so much once you put that in there. And now, oh man, audio stuff, new jank. Now you got me thinking audio. Things like footsteps, ambient sounds. Not really sure how I'm going to do footsteps, because how do you, like, sync them? You played around with adding a little bit of grain. Not sure how it looks with this art style, but loving it for my project. Do you do that just through a shader, or is there a kind of built-in setting for that? It's pretty crazy. I remember you starting this project. Yeah, it has come a long way. I've learned more on this project. I mean, I learned a ton on my first project, too. Don't get me wrong, but I've learned, man, quite a bit on this project. It's been huge for that. That's why, like, I don't really care if it goes anywhere, because it's been such a good experience. And so much of the stuff that I've learned has just been new jank stuff that you've taught me, which is great. It's been awesome. Like learning the weapon systems. Snowminx, what's up? Weapon systems, hitbox, kind of that data management. Then some from Jamin, like with my state management. Inventory stuff from New Jank. Like, so much of my learning has just been from New Jank, but... And then the Blender stuff was huge. Like, I didn't think I could make something... Even, like, this character is pretty much exactly what I envisioned, besides the missing cloak. When I first started this project as a top-down or an isometric game, you know? Happy to be of help, but to be fair, you've went far beyond anything I've shown. Well, yeah. I mean, it just kind of gave me the ability to go further, right? And now I have a pretty good idea of how to do those things if I had to do it on my own. I wouldn't be able to perfectly replicate everything, but I feel confident in those areas, like using resources and doing somewhat correct data management and all that. Abe says, syncing footsteps audio. Source engine is a raycast for each foot. When it touches the ground, it will play sound. Some people will use some sort of animation event tied to the keyframe. Yeah, that's the thing. When I'm blending animations, would that still work? Because, like, if I run this way and forward... But that might only be an issue when in, like, these in-between phases where you, like, start moving but not really. It would be a shader for the grain. Okay. About to say you seem much more confident. Yeah, now I feel like I can kind of learn anything. Because of... Yeah. Mainly because I see where I started at the beginning of the year. Because it's been like 9 months. As far as actual learning, more like 8 months. Maybe a little less. But yeah, I've just, you just keep doing it and you get better, right? That's pretty much it. Man, I love the grass moving. It's not perfect because it's not built in a way that's supposed to react realistically. It's just kind of an orb around the player that pushes them out of the way, almost. You can kind of think of it that way. But man, it just works when you're walking through it. Grass bullies blend in so well now. Yeah. See, that's what I was envisioning. Have I really known you almost 9 months? Time flies, my dude. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? And I think the first project I started on was this. Was actually another 3D one. Uh-oh. Is my 3D RPG going to start doing that now? Oh, it was this one. I would go the raycast route, and this can be easily applied to all entities with n number of feet. You need some sort of cooldown on the footstep sounds to prevent spamming. True. Yeah. Yeah, that I could definitely do that. Wow, the mouse sensitivity seems so low. Yeah, this is the one that I started with. And I'm actually pretty surprised at what I was able to do with this one. The old space game, yeah. It has the same skybox as the game that, or as the one I'm using now. I think it's the same, or it's a very similar one. It might be different. It's pretty fun to just fly around in this. And I could not figure out gravity for the life of me, trying to make a planet and have the character align. Now I feel like I could figure that out. I do really like this control system with the mouse control for just how to aim your ship, basically. Makes me want to play X4 Foundations. That a space game? The decoupled velocity thing is always makes it a little bit harder to control, but I like it that way. Man, now I just want to make a sim. Like a basic, just space 1v1 DCS style, but with extremely basic controls sim, where you just 1v1 people in like a crazy space map with a lot of angles, and then just fly around like crazy and try to get really good with the controls. Looks like this space fighter game my parents had on Dreamcast. It's like the space game, super deep system-driven space game. Okay. Make a simple version of No Man's Sky called There Is No Sky. Yeah. Need to commit. It's also just kind of amazing to me that the multi-mesh system with Terrain 3D is so much slower than me just creating a huge mesh. I mean, these are lower poly, obviously, way lower per tree, but there's also so many of them. And I just literally dragged in a bunch of scenes. And it's just so much faster than the trees that were like instanced. They were just maxing out my GPU. Okay, what do I want to do? I think I want to do one of the enemies in Blender. Started implementing items and inventory in my game today. Nice. Tomorrow I'll hopefully get item use in. There we go. Now, I'm just kind of freestyling this Blender stuff, so we'll see. Add a quick mirror. Now, the player is 4 tall. 4 meters, because I just didn't think about that at the beginning. Okay, let me get a... This is literally just blob concepts right now. I know I want it to be some sort of jungle beast. I was going to do the whole human thing, but now I'm thinking, maybe that's too much. Ironic, what's up? Why would a robot fight a beast? Because they are not us and we are not them. No, I think pretty much everything in this jungle is trying to kill you. So, and you are technically an alien. So, even though you got a robot body. Because all of your organs and skin and muscle has been removed, but your brain is still there. Speaking of stuff being removed, got a call from my doctor. So I was planning on getting a knee replacement if I could. But they said I might be able to do a bone graft where they take some cadaver's piece of bone and throw it in my knee, see if it fixes it. It's kind of an odd thought. Okay, what do I... Okay, I want to do something, some sort of rounding. Almost thinking like a hard shell type creature. Maybe based a little bit around like a... What are those things? Dinosaurs with the big shell. Almost turtle-like, but with the tail, too. Recycle, reduce, reuse. Yes. Change your name to Deadleg. Yeah. Be perfect. Ankylosaur. Let's take a look. Hope everything with that works out. It would be nice. It'd be really nice if it... I don't know if it's even really... The way she was talking to me, it made it seem like it would just buy time. But maybe a long amount of time rather than short. Because I'm 29, so getting a knee replacement now, depending on how long it lasts, I might have to get another one, or probably would. And maybe need to get another, like, 2, which I don't even know if they can do a third replacement. I don't know if that even works, because at that point, how much leg bone do you even have left? But yeah, it would be sweet if that worked. I'm going to go talk to him Thursday, so we'll see if it's even possible, because it's not even confirmed whether they can do it or not. Okay. Ankylosaurus, yes. Yeah, kind of this vibe. Let me go ahead and download this. Let's go back into object mode. think they found out that they just use the tail for mating rituals instead of killing T-Rexes, which is a shame. Yeah. Well, these boys that I'm making, I don't know if I'm going to do the tail attack, but because I don't know. I wasn't planning on having a bashing tail, but maybe. Discovered that using other fossils. They noted the plating from different parts too damaged and the areas most damaged lined up with how they think they might have fought. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so scale on the Z to 0. What was it again? I think it just worked. Okay. Okay, we got our stubby legs, but let's make this a lot longer of a body. Now the player's going to come up to about here on them. Yeah, that'll work. Bring out this whole side a bit, round things off. Actually, maybe I'll just throw some more loop cuts in here. This is all pretty rough. Oh, yeah. Realistically. James Earl Jones passing away. No. Dang. Darth Vader. Gone. Imagine having him voice act on your game. That'd be crazy. Okay, let's see. What kind of necks do they got? Okay, so they kind of, taper down a bit. This is ultra precision detail here. Been acting since 1958. Dang. Darth Vader, Mufasa, Third Rock from the Sun, Malcolm X, General James Solomon from Command and Conquer. I didn't know that. Yeah. Dang. That's a career right there. Garlic bread, what's up? And Uo something. Too many forget Conan. Okay. Save that. I gotta think about how this is gonna work. Maybe these enemies... I mean, I know they're going to be in an arena. So the arena, I'm thinking... like this style arena where one will run around, you hit it. I'm going to need to add like dodge mechanics and all that eventually, but this one here is going to be maybe boss arena, or maybe you just fight a couple of those guys in here and I can make the map bigger because I know the map needs to be way bigger for the demo. Are they going to charge at you? Maybe a tail attack. How do I want to make a move? Maybe these guys are too big. Hey, 12 feet up. What's up? Take a shot at Tabasco. Do I have any? Feel free to ignore the Tabasco request. That's how we say hello. I don't even have any. I think it's because I cleaned my room. And I just tossed it out because I realized I hadn't been using it. Because I don't really have anything I can put Tabasco on now that I don't eat carbs. Hot sauce man himself, yes. I'll need to pick some up. Do I put a mouth on them? No. But I could do something here.
Got him.
Perfect. Hey, who just dropped the follow? Let me see here. Ninja, what is up? Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. How you doing? Team LDM, what is up? Tabasco plus cottage cheese ultimate keto diet. There we go. Yeah, you don't really need other food with Tabasco since it is a beverage. There we go. Not bad. Yeah, that's not bad for the feet. Tabasco is fine in a pinch. I usually reach for Louisiana Red Spot. Never tried it. Anti-ham, what is up, brother? Toe modeling, yes. Got to make money somehow, you know. Tabasco's smoothie changed my mind. Can't say I've ever seen Ankylosaurus feet before. True. Which I'm not necessarily going for the true look, you know. But this will have to do, you know. Let the dogs out, yeah. Whoops. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and get our music back on. Boom. Once in a while, true. Man, Anti-Am, you're slipping. You gotta be so embarrassed right now. That's insane. Do we do weird bumps? Maybe. Yes. How many barren elements have you implemented so far? Oh, man. Can you imagine? That game, dude. Dangerous. Still have nightmare. Dude, we could not get anywhere on that game. Feel like we never got better at it. Ever. I don't know if you can get better at it, because none of the items made sense. I don't know. Certified ass at it, yeah. Okay, this ain't bad. For a starting point, we can always adjust it later. So one creature... Well, we should finish up the tail. You know what? Let's just go ahead and make it have the attacking tail. Big clobbering tail. And let's make this a bit smaller. Then let's go back into here. This is the Thagomizer. Make the tail comically large. That should be good. Ankylosaur with the Thagomizer expansion, yeah. Actually, it would be kind of cool to make it like... Let's do a quick... Oh, dude. Just imagine this thing. So, it's constantly dragging its tail around. And then when you attack, it just does this spin move that just drags it through the dirt and it swings all the way 360. Now it looks like a jet, yes. A dinosaur, yes. I mean, it could literally have kind of a comically large one and still look good. Like if this thing is literally dragging in the dirt behind it. But then again, that also makes more work for me because then I have to do that animation. Why does it look good already? Yeah, it's looking not bad. That is terrifying to look at. This could be the boss, though. It doesn't have to be one, because I'm thinking about it, and this is something that you're not going to fight 3 of at a time, I don't think. The ankle of my heart, yes. I'm liking the huge tail, though. Because then it's just ridiculous. And if you get hit by it, you're just fully stunned, and then you get trampled. Okay, let's just move on to materials. I think I'm good to go on this. Should probably do something for the eyes. Which means I'm just going to do a loop cut there just so I can color this thing here. Okay, let's go to our materials. Go into material mode. New material, this is going to be the basic body. Okay. We're going to add a new material. Here we're going to call this shell. We might need to extrude a bunch of stuff to make it, you know, look better. Also, we'll need to move some polygons. Just going to grab all of this. Ah. Okay. If you lined up a few of them by body size, it'd be a dinosaur. Glad to know we still got these banger emotes. Yes. My numerous emotes. Dino more. Okay. Shell. Oh. Boom. Look at this guy. Already coming together pretty well, I think. Now, do I want to add same color there or not? Where's this concept art from? I just Googled whatever it's called, something-osaurus, ankylosaurus. Snowinks is just SAR from the gym. Ah, I see. I see how it is. Okay, we're going to do a different material, I think, for this. Red tail to indicate danger. Yes. 8 ads. A raised fan. There we go. Anti-ham, no ads for you. Okay, so far I'm liking this. Then we need an eye. Eyes. Okay. Red eyes, no. There you go. Anti-ham, just go ahead and refresh. No ads. Okay, let's see here. I can do some sort of emission. Now, as far as here, let me mess around a little bit more. Dead slap hog reawakens from its slumber, yes. Okay, let me just go ahead and export it here, go here. New inherited scene. First thing I should probably do is go here. Well, doesn't matter yet. Oh, forgot about that. Hey! Thank you for the gift sub, brother. I appreciate it. Paying forward the gift, yes. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Okay, let me go ahead and re-export it. There we go. Look at that glowing eyes. It was on mobile. I'll have you note I paid $1 extra for that. There we go. Thank you, brother. Okay, let's go to our proto world. Could even do some animating on this guy. Okay, let's take a look at him in world. Hey, who dropped the follow? 1 second. Let me get rid of that so I can see. You JavaScript. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's go speed over there real quick. By the way, for anyone who wants to keep up with the stream or the game, there is the Discord link there by the Streamlabs bot in the Twitch chat. Oh, yeah. Now imagine one of these guys just dragging his tail around. And then getting hit by this thing. Thanks, Streamlabs. Yeah, it's a good bot. I love the glowing eyes. I think that's big. Oh, yeah. And with the outline shader, it looks even better. How do you not get discouraged when first starting a model? I always quit if the model doesn't look perfect instantly. Well, I'm not making anything complicated, right? So, you just, I don't know. Just keep making it rounder until it looks less box-like. But I also did spend a lot of time doing the box modeling for humans. That gave me a lot of patience. Just make it rounder, yeah. Dude, now I just need to animate these guys. Okay. We're going to animate them. They're going to be eating grass and then maybe wandering about a little bit. Now, how did I do the grass bros? So I did inherit from the model, and then I gave it a type unit. Okay. Team, bad. Okay, there's all this stuff. All right. So, I guess low poly humans are kind of easier for me because I've done them so much, but everything else. Yeah, low poly humans I'm kind of scared of still. Even though I can do them, it's just I can't do the heads yet. Not very well. So I don't know. Okay. Guess what I could do is go back to...
I don't know. I just got here.
Hey, Supplied Dev. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. How you doing? Okay, what do we got? Assets, 3D. Just go to our animals. Go to Dino GLB. Actually, I don't know if I really need to do anything here yet. I think I'm good. Let's just go to animating. Now, has it been a billion years since I've done any animating? Yes. There's no follow-on to that. I'm just going to be bad at it. Ooh, it's hard to... Man, I don't know how much time I have left, but I'm going to push it as far as I can. Okay. So if I go back into here and then I do... How do I do this again? I'm gonna literally have to Google how to animate on Blender again. Bones, yes, I do need bones.
With your character loaded, we need some video reference. Shoot yourself doing something silly. Don't use that.
Nope.
And we'll use that. Drag it into...
I need to first do how to rig, because there's something with the armature. Maybe some specific way of doing it. Good old animation. I feel like animation for this guy will be actually not too bad. Well, I say that now, but... Hey.
Rigging can get pretty complicated, especially as you get into more advanced topics like constraints and drivers, but maybe you only need something simple, or maybe you're just impatient. So here are some of the basics of rigging for when you want to get started fast.
Right.
A second keeps anything you want to bend and deform. Press Shift A to add an armature, and if you don't want your bones to be covered by the model, then you can go to Object Data Properties.
That's right, okay. Need to be in object mode, maybe? Animals. Ooh. Bro. This has way too many bones, but I might be able to just use it. Oh, nope. Why am I still getting Slack notifications? Thought I closed out of it, but whatever. Okay. We're just going to delete some bones and see what happens. Now, is this the head controlling? Oh, boy. Wait. You know what? Screw this. We're just going to do it from scratch.
It looks like a little.
Okay, we add an armature. Did you say single
You don't want
bone?
your bones to be covering. You want to bend and to form.
Slack is always listening. Yeah. Are you using bones to make set animations, or are you placing the skeletons themselves in the game to be animated there? Making set animations. Because as far as I know, I mean, unless Godot is actually good at animating, but I always thought that it wasn't great for that. I've always just done it in Blender, so.
Press Shift A to add an armature, and if you don't.
Okay, so it's just a single bone. Blip. And then somewhere down here. Perfect.
Don't want your bones to be cut on in front. This is also where you can change the shape of your bones and show the names and axes. Then just select the armature. Tab into edit mode, and you can select the head or tail of the bone, move them around with G, and extrude with E to place your bones. The thick end is the head, and that's where the bones will pivot from when you're in pose mode. I'll usually do the center of the body and then 1/2 if the model is symmetrical. You can get the bones close to the body by using snapping. I'll usually set it to face project and center. Then when you're moving around, you can hold Control to snap, and you can adjust it from there. This is good for shapes that get a little weird, like you could rig tree branches more easily this way. You can also Shift D to duplicate bones, parent bones with Control P, either connected or keep offset, and you can unparent or disconnect bones with Alt P. If your model is symmetrical, then select all of the bones that aren't in the middle and press Control F2 to batch rename. Set this to bones, this.
Okay, so let's start by just actually making our bones. What should be the main bone? Just something like this? Baked animations in Blender, then there's no such thing as too many bones. If all those calculations happen before the game runs, no downside to have an extra bone. True. Yeah. Except for the kind of messiness. Well, I guess it would depend on the control bones or whatever. But, Okay, we got a neck, and then we got a head. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but... Don't really need any extra animation with the feet. I mean, this is good enough for me. I should probably be. Do I need to? I can only need to name these ones. Bone. We're gonna call this front leg .l. I think it's that.
To set name and suffix. Type period L and press OK. Now,
front leg. Front leg. Middle .l. Front leg foot .l. And back leg main .l. Okay. Now, as far as parenting bones,
now all of the bones on the left.
nope, that's not what I want. Feel like those need to be parented, right? Because wherever this goes, these should follow. Does that mean I need to parent all the rest of them too?
Side of your character have a .l at the end of their names. This is important if you ever want to mirror poses. There's also an auto-naming option that does pretty much the same thing if you right-click. Now with all of those bones still selected, right-click and choose Symmetrize to copy all of the left side bones.
Okay.
Bones over to the right. Tab back into object mode, select your model, shift click your armature, Control P and choose armature deform with automatic weights. Shift click your armature, Control P and choose armature deform with automatic your model, shift click your armature, Control P.
Control P. Yeah.
And choose armature deform with automatic weights. And you can do this if your model is multiple objects too. Just select all of the objects and then the armature last. This should add an armature modifier to your objects and also a bunch of vertex groups that have the same names as your bones. This is where the weight painting information is stored. And if at some point you
Okay, let's take a look at that.
you mess same names as your bones. This is where the weight painting infects and also a bunch of vertex groups that have the same names as your bones. This is where the
Do I have to go into weight paint somehow? Okay, nice. Why is it only showing? I don't know. How do I go to the other bone? Oh, bone 7 right there. Okay. Just kind of making the shell be a little bit sloppy, probably, but isn't this supposed to move things? Some bones are working. Okay, let's look at our let's look at bone 3. Has weight painting, doesn't matter for some reason. Let's go through and quickly rename these bones. There we go. Okay, also, why is... Oh, are those... These are still parented, huh? Just going to remove the parents on that. Then go to pose mode again. This is how they rear up when you come close to them. This is perfection right here. Why does it actually look just way better now? Maybe I should have made him like this. Okay. Oh, that's working now. And that. Okay, so it was the parenting that was weird. And I can still move this away from that. Okay, so now we can go to animating. Oh no, now I gotta remember how to do this. What was it? Action editor? New? Idle. There we go. But then we also need the dope sheet there. Timeline. Let's end this after 59 frames. Okay, whatever. This is what we're doing. Okay. Dang, I can't move them into each other. I can't make them move the other bones. So that's something I need to do because... How do I do that again? I gotta like add a control bone or something. Okay, let's keep watching.
Information is stored. And if at some point you mess up and want to start over, you can remove the armature modifier and delete all of the vertex groups with this arrow. Select the armature, press Ctrl-Tab to go into pose mode, and start moving things around to test your rig out. If this gave you a good result, then this could be the end of the video for you. If you got an error that says bone heat weighting failed, that's because your mesh has too many overlapping parts. I'd recommend either remeshing it, doing retopology, or editing it to make parts not overlap. Or you can split the model into multiple objects and try applying automatic weights that way. Another common issue is deformation like this, which is caused by not having enough geometry.
Dead slap model
like
and rig a dope Ankylosaurus in one sitting. We'll see here.
Do that with only 8 points.
Maybe
so
even add it to the game and have it moving around.
Automatic weights again. It's also pretty likely that you'll get some deformation that looks wrong to you. This is the automatic approach after all, and you can fix this with weight painting. Whoa,
yes.
Don't leave yet. People love to joke about how scary or painful weight painting is, and they're right, but it's not as bad when you know a few tricks. First of all, you can redo automatic weights for your entire model or only for specific bones. Just go into pose mode and select the bones you want, then go back into object mode, select your model, and go into weight paint mode. Go up to weights and assign automatic from bones. Blender will remember what bones you had selected in pose mode and redo those weights. And this is nice if you don't want to start over completely. You can also try moving bones around and reapplying weights to get different results. If you have to do this a lot, I recommend going to edit and turning lock object modes off. Then you should be able to click on different objects in your scene. You can select from the outliner too, and Blender will remember what and click for multiple in here too. And before painting, let's talk about settings I recommend using.
Tamboni will save your life, sir.
Especially if your model has a subdivision surface modifier on wing. That could save all air weight to decide where the is to think weight when you move it. This gets Control Shift key and choose Bone. Now that object should follow the bone when you move it. This gets pretty annoying when you have to do it over and over again, so you can use this add-on to make the process faster. Select your model and then your armature, Control P, and parent with empty groups. Then select your model and go into edit mode. There should be a bunch of vertex groups with the same names as your bones, and if you have a lot of bones, you can click this arrow part by hovering over it and pressing L. Make sure the weight is, this usually gets the weights per to 1/10 of the size. Go back into object mode.
There we go.
Let's go into pose mode and rotate some bones around. Then press I to insert a keyframe for the bones that you have selected. Change the pose and press I to insert another keyframe, and now it's animated. And if you named your bones the way I mentioned earlier, then you can copy a pose with Control C and mirror it with Control Shift V. If you want to be able to pose by moving the ends of the limbs, the quick way is by turning on Auto IK under Pose Options. Then when you move your bone, you can use your scroll wheel to change the chain length. This is nice for quick and dirty animations, but for maximum control, you'll need to set up some real inverse kinematic constraints. That's what IK stands for. Select the armature and go into edit mode, and I'll set this up for the legs. So you can either create a new bone by extruding from the ankle, or you can just use the foot bone. If you make a new bone, make sure deform is turned off, so when you do the weights, it doesn't actually influence the mesh.
Wait, did I just turn it off for that? That is deform. This needs to not. Okay, I see. Supplied dev, got a YouTube video there. Okay, let me watch through this one real quick, see if it works.
And clear parent. Then go into pose mode.
Okay. Safe, I checked it. No, yeah, we're good.
Select the IK bone, shift select the leg bone, press Shift I, and add IK to active bone.
Oh, need to go into pose mode. Shift I.
You should get a different result now when you move the IK bone, and the yellow bone should have a bone constraint on it. Not a regular constraint, the one with the bone on it. You can also add it from here if you don't use the shortcut Shift I.
Okay, not bad. Do I need to adjust the chain on it? Because chain length 0. That one helped more. Okay. I'm gonna lurk for a few and crash. Have a great rest of your stream, brother. Hey, take it easy, New Jank. Thank you for being here, as always. Hope you have a good one, man. All right. This is pretty good. Good enough. We can always do more stuff later. Okay, let's go into animating. Oh boy. Now what? Now how do we do this? Okay, so I can rotate them so then they go down like that. It's just weird because I can't see how it's going to end up before I actually do it. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off these bones. Let's go edit mode. Okay. Nice. And I forgot to keychain that. Or not keychain, whatever it is. Keyframe. Okay, that would be more for the actual eating. Dr. Cap, what's up? It's also kind of too much. Or too little time, maybe. Let's go back to the timeline. Let's do perfect. Okay. Idle is good to go. This one's going to be called, we'll just do walk. Looks so fire. Thank you. Why is... There's always some random thing getting added in. Oh, we need to go here, and then I think... No, we don't do that. Okay, walk. There's some weirdness there. We're just gonna work through it. We might need to do some of those things where they point towards spread front view. Yeah, it does. Okay, good call. Yeah, I'll probably have to do the thing where it makes these point in a certain direction. Two of them could roll around the player trapping it. Yeah, these guys could be mean. We're going to copy these positions. Go over here. Do a Command-Shift-V. I. Then we're going to copy these positions. I could probably just do it all of them at once, but... Oh, something didn't get caught there. Copy, go over here. Okay, now obviously we need something better than that. Okay, now for this, we're going to go back to timeline because, well, first let's go here. This is on 30. So we're going to put it on 15. This is going to go on 30. This is going to go on 45. This is going to go on 60. Then we're going to go to our timeline. Then back to here. Need to copy this one. Copy that. Go here. Paste. Okay. Okay, and then on 1. Copy that, grab everything. There, right here. Now, there's definitely some weirdness to it, but for a first little attempt, not bad. Here, let me get my hydrate in. Posture check. When are we getting an 8-hour stream? We'll see. With the exclusive peanut butter redeem. I don't know. Man, I just don't have really time for long streams anymore. It kind of sucks. Maybe one of these days I can do a long weekend stream, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna file. Let's go export. Blip. We're going to go back to our guy. We're going to go to here. What does the unit have again? Okay. How do I show the bones again? Not the bones, but show the nodes of the bones. So here you have this. Oh, it's just bone attachments. Okay.
Sorry, I can't tell which speaker you are referring to.
How about you just be quiet? Goodness sakes. Okay, so we can do here? Wait, where did I put it on this one? It's under the skeleton 3D. Okay. That might be a little better on the IK bone. Wait, no, the hitbox used to be there. The hurt box. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're just doing that for now. Wait, I can take damage from this. Daniel, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm new? Nice. Let's also go here and let's we're going to print the final damage and also print hit, 15 hit. It's not lagging for you? Okay. One of these, which we do. Can damage self equals true. So the self equals team good. Shiloh, what's up? True, we could do the breakpoint. Probably because so there's a bunch of hitboxes being raised. Maybe it's just because this is overlapping with that hurt box. And also, I'm just going to move this because they get set at the beginning anyway. Let's go to the player. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably all the grass bros. Other. Oh, there it goes again. Because it... Okay. Went to can damage. Printed that. Let's see. F11. Okay. If other equals null, then if self equals other, okay. I'm going to remove this and see what happens when I run to... Hydrate in a second here. Thanks for, or thanks is getting there. I think a lot of the dev streamer circles are crossing too. Context changes. Yeah. So the dyno thinks that it is the same. It is the same as Apollo? There is the source entity of my weapon. My weapon. Oh, my weapon got... Okay, it's still not. I do breakpoints to a point. Stream is glitching out for me like it only shows a green or gray screen. Oh, you know what? That's just YouTube. YouTube is just being bad. Nice. Thank you, YouTube. Let me just print other. Apollo. Apollo. Cap. Appreciate you being here. Can damage ran. Okay, it's running a bunch here. Showing both of them as Apollo. Are both Apollo. It's our collision layers. Hurt box 16. Yep. $16 and $32. Hitbox.is active. True. Script is probably fine, yeah. Yeah, it's just for some reason it's thinking that it is Apollo. That its Hurtbox belongs to Apollo. Let me just see what happens when I just print self right off the bat. Sword always slide. Yes. Hey, there's Dino. So, like, right here, it's running into itself, and it's checking if it can do damage, and then it doesn't. Watching on stream, then chatting on YouTube since I don't have a Twitch account. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. YouTube might be back up now. I don't know why it was going so crazy, but... So, Dino does... Does Grass Creature set itself to be... Dino extends unit. Grass Creature extends unit. Yep. Oh, Unready Var Hurtbox here. No, that is correct. Right? What a weird error. Yeah, it's just... It's back up now. Okay, nice. The hitbox is fine. Just copy this. Just keep it there for now. Let me just double check that I can deal damage to this guy again. Can still kill him. Yep, can still hit him. Yep, and he dies. Why is it showing Apollo for both of them again? So I was hitting that guy. Apollo should get hit on an empty screen. Yeah, print isn't showing the grass. So on Hurtbox hit. Wait, am I overriding that stuff right away? By not super? Grass script, subclasses unit, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it overrides can damage though. Yep, that's all it was. My goodness. I just left those in there and I wasn't supering them. Okay. Oh boy. The fun we have here. I don't think a unit has a physics process. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to have that there, and then I'm going to do pass. Goodness sakes. You know, sometimes you just got to realize what you are, you know. Okay. Now I can go into here. And actually, I do have to bounce pretty soon, so we'll see how far I get in this, but Oh, it was, yeah, I just didn't call the super. Yeah. Issue was outside of unit. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, though. Another hydrate. Looks really good. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Daniel. Always good to see you get that work done if you need to, yeah? Shiloh been killing it at work, I assume? Okay, let's see here. What do I want? Okay, what happens if I just rock this? Just copying everything over. Oh, is active is false. Let's do true. Wonder if that one was just stuck. Let's go take a look. Nope, nav timers aren't on. Attempted null instance. Okay, perfect. This is exactly how the finished product is going to look. Okay. Hey, we got some bots in the chat. Okay, now let's go to Dino. Let's add a what did we call it here? I'm just gonna copy this. Hey, Orb Mortar, what is up, brother? How are you, Asteron? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for the raid. Me when I redeemed posture check. Stretch check. That's what it is. Okay, so I already copied this, right? How was your stream, Orb Mortar? Screwed up the raid, there's no worries. Said one, but I brought three. Hey, either way, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Let me go here. I'll throw this. Okay. And then I'm going to go here. Okay, that still has it. Okay, and now we can do body entered. And body exited. Connect. We're literally just copying over. Now, what I can do, drag this guy over here. And then whatever direction he's in, this actually won't be too hard. I can just go ahead and code up some very basic animation player stuff. Listen to Orbim's book. No, I have not. I knew he had written some books, but I haven't listened to them. Are they on Audible by chance? Okay, what was I going to do? Moving. Ah, yes. How do I do it with the grass creature? Okay, right there we're just rotating that, but we can do this. Whoops. So this is going to error. Might just be able to do this. Why is that not working? Oh, every tick move. Let's do an every tick move. Which is actually technically an every tick rotate, but... Oh. Why is... Oh, because delta is like that. Right? Yes. Well, alright. Let's do negative 10 and 10. Let's do 0 and 0. Then negative 10 and 10. Okay, let's try this out, see what's up. RJL, what's up, man? Good to see you back. Thank you. Okay, so he does move in the direction, or rotate in that. Yeah, okay, there we go. We got some basics. First one is up, second incoming in a few months. Dang. Orbim is the book. It's on Amazon and Audible. Nice. Thanks for the plug. Gonna head out. Have a great stream, man. Knock that code out. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm probably bouncing pretty quick here, but we're getting something set up. But thank you for the raid, brother. Good to see you again. And you too, Jones. Good to see you too, man. Game looks great. Thank you, man. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of work into the visuals of it. Recently. Here, let me turn off these collision shapes so we can really see it. The other thing that I'm gonna do is right here, we're gonna do anim.play, and we're gonna do walk, and then here we're just gonna do idle, and let's check it out. Love seeing how much progress you're making. You're getting better at debugging too. Yeah, when I'm in the right mindset. I haven't done any real coding for a while, so I'm still kind of getting back into it, but we're getting there. Okay, we need to adjust the speed and the turn speed. Then let's go to the one that's in the arena so we can see him not bumping into things. Eventually I'll do real navigation, but I just want to see this right now. Is that what happened? You took 3 months off to do the art? I did that too, kind of, in a way. Because I did spend around two months learning Blender, and then recently I've been doing more shader stuff, but I also just took almost a month off, maybe a month and a half total this summer, just completely. Oh my goodness. I'm already just loving this. Let me do 2.5, and then we're going to do this reset timer. The reset timer is literally just there if they get stuck on a wall trying to get somewhere. So obviously when I do real navigation, it'll be different. But abandon us for a month. Yeah, pesky real life thing. Yeah. Boss fight, so cool. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to make these guys bosses now. I kind of want them to just be there, and then if you attack them, then they fight you. Goodness sakes. This game is coming alive. Oh, you can still one-shot them, so let me go up here. See their health at 40. Because I want to see the knockback. Should be proud. I am pretty proud, to be honest. Pretty happy with this. Oh my goodness. I'll need to put a little thing where they affect the grass too. See, right now with this navigation, they get stuck on things, but the reset should connect and then, yeah. Oh, just instantly stopped. I'll need to blend too. Okay, let's go fight the arena one. Or the one in the grass, and let's see the knockback. See how the knockback looks. We might need to rebuild knockback. Oh, there is no knockback. Uh-oh, are they not taking damage again? Should be dead by now. So what's up with the knockback? Take damage, knockback position, E, force, velocity equals negative. Oh, it's because I'm just setting a direct velocity too. So let's do a Oh, but when he's idle. Let me know if you start his book. I'm curious on your opinion. Okay, yeah. Did you say it is on Audible? All right, buddy. Let's go ahead and reset. Okay. Okay, so knockback is still definitely way too much. Okay, nice. Why are you just not working now? Every tick move. Velocity. Oh, it's because right here. I need to do, it's not even getting called. These are the things, you know. I move way too fast and don't think. Now, what I'll do, maybe I'll just add to the unit class like a weight system. Ooh, he just bounced over there. Need to turn down accelerating. Oh, come on. Maybe it's this. Use the shader over everything to give it the outlines. Yeah. Shader over everything, and then I've got some shaders on the grass to make it move. Yeah. Can he die still? Oh. Now we got some knockback. It's like partially working. Could do something like but I still don't know why it's not like Am I just not hitting it all the time, too? Could be that. Because this hurt box... is just that. Headed to bed. Thanks for the stream tonight. All right, take it easy, Snowmix. Good to see you. As always. Thanks for being here. I'm going to end the stream in a couple minutes here anyway, so. Because I got to bounce. Okay. Feels like it's working now. Blip. Yeah, now I'm hitting him and he's actually dying. Yeah, okay. Gonna have HP bars. I think so. But I want to find a way, like a better way of doing it. It would be, I kind of like the idea of just showing how hurt they are through like blood or, I don't know. But HP bars are probably way easier. Man, sometimes they just run real fast. Really get after it. Why am I not running into him? If I run into these, then I should run into him. Collision shape. He is on... Oh, he's not. He looks at layer 15. But I need to put him on... Actually, let's rename this Collidable Enemies. We're going to throw him on 15 or 14. And the player is going to look at both 14 and 15. Fireflies are really good. Yeah, they add quite a bit. They're very, very simple code too right now. And I gotta put a little bit more limitations on them. But they just pick a random direction, fly there. They might fly up a little bit or down a little bit, but not much. And they just do that every like second. And if they run into something, currently there's just a reset timer that just resets their random choice again. So they'll bump into these for a while, but then they'll fly off. Can you ride these guys? Yes. No way. Bro, you realize what kind of gameplay this offers? Oh, dude. I have to have it where you can tame them now. Dude, there's no way I can't do that now. I have to. Yeah, right now, oh my goodness, sometimes they accelerate just so fast. Give them a little randomness. Could use the fireflies to point the player towards a direction, sort of like a ghost in Tsushima with the wind. Ooh, true. That's a good call. They could kind of collect around things of note, too, like loot boxes, that type of thing. I'm going to want to blend between these animations, but I'll need to work on the animation and all that, but to be honest, they're already looking pretty good, so I feel pretty confident I can make them look really good. Just downloaded Blender. Nice. Watch like a ton of tutorials for like a month straight, and then you'll be pretty good. How much am I going to hate myself? Not too much. Just literally watch a bunch of tutorials do what I did. It was like 2 months for me. I just did it, only Blender, for like 2 months straight, and now I love Blender. It's fun. Oh. Oh, no. That's just part of it. Man, why does he still slide too much? Like, build up acceleration. Yeah, it's an armadillo dinosaur style. Man, I really do have to bounce, though. I've just been having too much fun. All right. Well, yeah. I'm very happy with this. Just wanted to stop by. Got to get ready for bed. All right, take it easy, man. I'm going to look for someone to raid. Man, I love the look. It's really coming together now. Gotta work on that animation, but and the speed and all that. No, he just hit me with his tail. All right. Let's go here. Let's go to Twitch. See who's on. Daniel, you're back. Well, unfortunately, I'm about to bounce. I'm going to look for someone to raid on Twitch. But we got a ton done today. That was fun. Good stuff. I'm going to raid Sninko Games because it's been a minute. Pastel colors are a good choice, too. Yeah, thanks, man. That came from the 2D version of the game. I was making an isometric version. And then I just decided I wanted to change it up, go 3D. But those colors basically come direct from that. I really, really enjoyed working with that. Anyway, I'm going to let this raid go. I will see you all later. Peace out. Thank you so much for being here. All of y'all, appreciate you. I will see you next time. And have a good one. Bye. And for those of you in the YouTube chat,